All right, so now I'm back on YouTube. Let's see how this looks on my iPad. Let me look at my other device. All right, let me see. Can I see the comments? Live chat. The only reason why I don't, not really. All right, so let me see if, all right, you all coming back in. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. Let me know if you can hear me well. We back. Yeah, Will, we back. We back, we back, we back. I'm on my iPad, so let me know if you can hear me well. The sound is good. At a different angle. Thank you for the digital love on Facebook. Glad to see you all. All right, sounds good, 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 good. So I'm gonna wait on Speedy Clippers to come in. I don't know if Rick will come in. I don't think about my iPad. It doesn't keep. John Nixon, hello John. He's joined the home-based business. It's my iPad. It won't show my screen. Thank you, Kendra, as well as I want to. But I'm not gonna teach from that tonight anyway. But you know, I may reference it. I can't even say reference it, my screen in the background, because it doesn't show that mirror effect. But hey, it's not blurry, right? Shout out to Apple on point. I have to see what's going on with my webcam. Here, hello from Chicago. Hello Felicia, Miss Harvey from Chicago. Francisco, hello. All right, so let's see if Speedy Clippers will come on. I want her to really put this in the comment. In the meantime, you all put your on YouTube, make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. Take some time to support the channel. The YouTube algorithm loves that. So getting into the topic. First of all, LOL, try one time. Try what, Darnell? Okay, I have someone else from California. Hello from Southfield, Michigan. You all drop where you from. I got Chicago, Michigan. I have Kendra on from Michigan, right? Another Southfield, Michigan. Much love to you all, Les. Louisiana is in. Everybody's going up. Much love. Drop your city and your state if you're coming in. Okay, so let's get into many topics. Now, I don't know if you know or you were aware, but FHA loans, right? FHA loans. Oh, reference. How about I just say I refer to my whiteboard, right? This southern accent. Atlanta, Georgia, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Hello. Reference. I think that's it. All right, so you all hit that thumbs up. And so if you have a FHA loan, great news for you. Let's get this clear. Great news for you if you have a FHA loan with Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. Earlier, it was information was given out that if you were 3 months behind, or that they would allow a deferment or somewhat of forbearance on your mortgage, on your loans for 3 months, right? But in the month of July, all of that payment and bills would be due at one time. Well, FHA made it or made the announcements today that if you have an FHA loan, meaning that's Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, that they will not require lump sum payments in July, right, on your deferred payments. So that's great news. Just make sure that your mortgage is not being sold. What a lot of banks are doing that carry the FHA, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac is selling your mortgages, right? So you want to make sure that those mortgages are not sold. If you still have an FHA loan, it will not require a lump sum. Now, I think the Fed just dropped interest rates. Everything is coming so fast. Let me try to Google it to make sure. I think the Fed just went to 0% interest rate? And if so, I have some more information on that tomorrow. But Speedy Clippers, I don't think she came back in. She was on earlier when I logged in. She recently messaged me or texted me gave me a screenshot of her credit score. She's one of my clients. I don't see any recent news on the Fed lower interest rate today. But anyway, she's one of my current clients, and she currently has a 740. She's over the 700 club, a 740 FICO score with Experian, and she's in the home-based business. So I informed her that use that credit score, even though the home-based business did not restore and repair her credit. I did. But because she's my business partner, I said just use that as leverage, use that as a testimonial for people to come into business and join business with you. Let them know that you're in the 740 credit score club, and if they are interested in getting more money out of their paycheck, right? If they're interested in improving and increasing their credit score, that they can do it for a minimal fee. Besides, because with my consultation services, it is everything. Okay, Speedy Clippers, she's logging on now, so great timing. And so, Speedy Clippers, when did you start with me with credit? I don't know, maybe 30 days. I don't know if it was 40 days ago. But just let everyone know your credit score right now, your current score. And I'll wait for her to type that in. Oh, okay, less than 30 days. And I don't know. I have so many credit clients. I don't know. I just do the work. I actually had to take a day today to just do nothing. I needed a nothing day today. And so she said less than 30 days. She's at a 740, right? With Experian, we are still waiting on her Equifax and TransUnion. Experian is usually a little quicker because you can go online and view your results with Experian. And I made a video on that. Okay, I made a video on that as well. It's on my channel. I think Saturday I uploaded, or Friday or someday, I don't know. But she went from a 763 to a 740, and she was with me in less than 30 days. So everyone, whether you're watching me live on Facebook or on YouTube, say congratulations to her. Went from a 673 to a 740 in 30 days. We didn't have to do any tricky things. She didn't have to buy an AU trade line, something that was going to be temporary on her credit score for 30 or 60 days. Okay, she says she don't know the score yet, but her TransUnion Equifax did take that. And was it a collection? I don't know. Speedy Clippers, I'm sorry. But hey, our community is telling you congratulations. I forgot what it is. Facebook, you all are not viewing live, but you can tune in and say congratulations as well. And a lot of times people ask me, well, what's the difference between you and the home-based business you promote? Kendra Finch said congratulations. Oh yes, Experian will do that. Experian will ask for additional information to send in some more ID. And I say Equifax is really starting to do that as well too. Someone shared their Equifax with me. Okay, medical collections shared their Equifax with me today that they asked them for additional identity information. So just know the credit agency these credit companies will play these games, right? They will ask you for identifying information. And that's one thing I get from my clients straight from the beginning is their affidavits notarized. So you don't even have to question if they have it. That's just a style tactic that they use oftentimes. And sometimes we will have to resend that in. I wish Rick will come in. I don't know if he's coming in. He gave me a great testimonial. If not, I'll tell you all his testimonial at the end. So congratulations again, hon. I'm so proud for you. Also helping her to build the home-based business, right? She's my partnership with that as well. You get private Zoom meetings, private Facebook training. And if you don't know, right, I've been saying this since January, but if you've been following me for any amount of time, you also know that we will enter a credit crisis as well, right? A credit crisis as well, meaning that credit scores, 40 million Americans' credit scores will drop automatically in July if you are under a 680 credit score and you travel, you carry a lot of debt, right? And you carry a lot of debt, a lot of maybe student loans, installment loans. At this time, they are not calculated into your score as heavily as credit card debt. But once the algorithm and the changes are effective in July, they will weigh more heavily on your vehicle debt, your student loan debts, and personal loan debts, right? At the time of this recording, it's not, they're not factoring that in as heavy, but it will be factored in as heavy. So, hey, your queen. Hope you're doing good and staying safe. I am. Did you hear about the Facebook currency Libra coin? I heard about that some time ago, but I don't know what the status of Libra coin is right now. I don't even know how you can invest or purchase Libra coin, on what platform you can use to do that. But let's talk about Bitcoin since we're talking about coins. Bitcoin halving is scheduled to take place in exactly 14 days. You're welcome, hon. I'm so happy for you and much to your success. So the Bitcoin halving is scheduled to take place in exactly 14 days. Now, the last Bitcoin halving the last two was in November 28th of 2012, right? The price was $11. It went from $11 to $1,000 a year, right? So that was that halving. And then in July, this is lower price. It happened again in July of 2016, the Bitcoin halving. Now, what the halving mean or half mean is that Bitcoin cuts its supply and demand. They limited the amount of Bitcoins available. And so during this halving process, it'll be less supply but more demand, especially with the dollar depreciating or losing its purchasing power. The federal government is printing out so much debt that it's going to cause prices to automatically increase, and your dollar and our dollars will purchase more. So more people, Bitcoin is taking over. Wow, Speedy Clips, where are you again? I know I looked at all your address and everything. What's the city and state? They have ATM for Bitcoins now? Wow. Okay, she's letting me know they have ATMs for Bitcoin. So, I'm from Mississippi. We always the show me state, but we're always last to get to implement things. And so in July 2016, listen at this. Bitcoin went from $700 to a year later to exactly $19,783. So let me break down. Yeah, and see, that's okay, Virginia. And you're right. If they just printed more of Bitcoin, it will lower as well. So why do you all ask? Nadia B, why do you all ask people? Oh, you're saying, what are the Bitcoin fees? I got you. So this is what happens. We are increasing the supply for the dollars, for our dollar bills, right? But Bitcoin is decreasing its supply, right? The same thing with silver and gold. Silver and gold is decreasing in availability in its supply, which is going to make silver a higher rate of return than gold. right? Because the silver to gold ratio, you go by the ratio of silver to gold, is 116 to 1. And I made a video about 2 weeks ago explaining that and exactly what it means. But just know the normal ratio is like 45 to 1 in silver and gold. Now let me emphasize this. Never before in history, I want you all to understand this, in history has that ratio been so high when it comes to silver and gold. I want you all to put history in the comments. Put history, because I want you to make a mind message connection, people, that we are experiencing the greatest, excuse me, Facebook. Let me adjust this. All right, hold up. Let me get it a little bit higher. I got my hand, my finger, my print all in the screen on Facebook. All right, I just want to bring that camera down some. The greatest wealth transfer, thank you, Kendra, that this generation has ever seen. There are some historical things happening, and they're all lining up in the same time. That's why when I'm tired, I'm still coming on live. Because, that's why I really, really want you all to know what's going on. And you all hit that thumbs up, because I don't know where Rick is tonight. I don't know why he's not logged on. Wanted him to log on, but I got Speedy Clippers on. Yes, you can. I have the links in my, when I download this video. I think I have Coinbase link. You can purchase through Coinbase. You can purchase through Robinhood. You can purchase through crypto.com. Me personally, I love crypto.com, because crypto.com, and I have that link also when I upload this video or we end it. You can go back and click on it. Crypto.com, I also have passive income with them as well, because I qualify for that Jade Green card. And whenever I use the card like a debit card, I get additional rewards. And I'm earning 6% a week on their MCO cards. 6% weekly interest earning every week, every 7 days. You all know I love to make money in my sleep, and I love passive income, no matter how big or small the amount. Anytime you can make money without laboring for it, it's great. It's wonderful, right? And so back to Bitcoin. So it went in 2016 at the halving from $700 to $19,783. So let me give you actually a breakdown of the timeline, a breakdown. All right, so in July of 2016, again, it was the lowest point was $700, and it actually at one time dropped from $600 to between $600 and $630. Then in October and November of 2016, the price went up between $800 and $1,150. Okay, so the price went up. And then January of 2017, it took another little dive, and the price went down to $750 in $920 in the month of January, right? So then in March, it goes up again in 2017 to $1,290, right? This is the breakdown of that last halving with Bitcoin. So in May of 2017, it goes up to $2,000, right? And then between May and June, it hits another spike of $3,200, right? $3,200. And then in August, it went to $4,400, right? $4,400. And then in September 2017, it went to $5,013. $5,013. September, it took another dive. September 2017. But just remember now, you started out at $700 in July, but it still took a dive in September, $2,900. $2,900. And then in October, it goes back up again to reach another high of $5,600. And then 7 days after October the 21st, it went to $6,180. The very next month, it goes up $2,000, which is a high of $8,100. I'm sorry, $8,100. So it's saying if it can break that $8,100 mark before the 14 days halving, that's a great sign. Today, I think it went up as high as 7,700 again. And then the very next month, it just exploded in December. Some people were very happy in Christmas in 2016 if they got in at this halving at $700 in July. Or 2017. If they got in at the halving of July of 2016, it went to 1 year later, $17,900, just exploded. And the same thing with the first halving in 2012. 1 year later, it exploded, right? And then in December the 17th, it went to $19,783. And a lot of people cashed out there because just 5 days later, December 22nd, it dropped to $13,800. And then in February, it went back to $6,200. But hey, if you had bought it at $700 in July, that still was a great return, even if you want to be greedy and hold on to it, right? Hello, Mr. Mentor. Hello, everyone. So the halving is happening again, and this year, 2020, 4 years later. So you have Bitcoin halving, you have silver at the highest ratio to give you the highest rate of return in history. In history, people. In history. Now, I don't know if you are a Christian or Christ-like or whatever your religious belief. In Proverbs 13, it states that the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. And even if you listen to people that are non-Christian or non-biblical sounded, they keep repeating the same thing, that this is the biggest wealth transfer, right? The biggest wealth transfer for those people who are qualified or positioned. The biggest wealth transfer for those who are positioned. You have to be in position, right? Yeah, they printing their own. So while we have more dollars that are being distributed out, things that are being lowered in supply and demand, like silver and Bitcoin, is going to explode in value. So let me go to my comments. If you had to invest 1,000 into either silver or gold, which would I choose? Easy question. Gold all day. Silver all day. Silver is going to give you a greater return on your investment. But gold is going to do well. Is going to do great as well. But silver is just going to give you a higher return on your investment. That's just like Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Some people might say, look, I don't have the 7,000 or the 6,000 or the 5,000 for Bitcoin, but there are other altcoins, right, that's less than $1,000 that's expected to do well, because Bitcoin, like gold, is the king, right? Where gold goes, so does silver go. Where Bitcoin goes, so does the other altcoins. And so you don't have those thousands. You can still get in with hundreds, because when Bitcoin explodes, other altcoins are expected to explode as well. Again, good evening, Mr. Mentor. That all sounds like when folks were printing their own money in the Civil War. Exactly. And so, yeah, that's about all. What else did I say I was going to discuss when I went on live? Cryptocurrency. Credit, you already know to get your credit fixed. 𝒞𝓄𝓃 shared her from 673 to 740 with me in less than 30 days. You can get that silver stacking report on my website as well. And my website at this moment is getting a well-do makeover. I have someone working on that. They showed me page 1 today. So really okay, someone is just really just getting that uplift. I'm sorry, I'm reading a message. And I'll let you all know about FHA loans. Let me go real quick and then we're going to sign off. Stimulus checks. Okay, another thing. You all know I teach in the classroom. So every day in the classroom, we have to have an agenda of what we want to teach. So this is just not rambling. Stimulus check, the second round of stimulus checks are expected to be distributed the 27th, which is, oh no, today's the 27th. Well, I thought that's what it said. I'm on my phone. So the second round of stimulus checks are coming out. If you have not received your stimulus checks and you know you qualify, go to IRS.gov website, select click payment. Get payment. It's a very simple process. If you file with the 1040 form, then go there. You can check your status. They may ask you some questions like, what's your adjusted gross income on a 1040? You look at your line 7, right? Look at line 7 on your adjusted gross income. And then they may ask you, what was your total tax return? You can look at line 9. Line 9, get your total tax return. You enter your social security number, your date of birth, and then what else? Oh, your routing, your checking account information. See, a lot of people didn't get their stimulus check back because when they go to places like H&R Block and all that, they get a loan from H&R Block to get a quick return. And so they don't have their checking information on file. They pay H&R Blocks or these speedy processes, tax businesses, a fee, right, to get their tax return earlier. And that fee may be $200 to $300 for a speedy tax return. And in doing so, they never got their original tax return to their direct checking account. It went directly to whatever the tax preparer. So that's why a lot of people don't have them, right? Because they get those fast check loans or advancements on their tax return. And then the company, hey, all right, thank you, advance. And then the company takes that out. So that's what you need to do if you hadn't got your tax return, IRS.gov, and go to get payment. All right, unemployment checks. Let's talk about unemployment checks real quick. I hope my principal don't see me teaching, because she see me doing it. She might take me out the gym to the classroom, since I can actually follow a lesson plan that we do in public school. But I hope not, because I love the gym. Unemployment checks. All right, so there are some people that are getting that $600 from the federal. All right, they're getting their $600 unemployment check and their state. Just know that's only for 13 weeks. It's only for 13 weeks. So you need to be responsible with your money. I know people have been going to Walmart. They're saying buying big screen televisions, buying things that are liabilities and not assets. And then this really dawned on me today. I said, you know what? This is why Dave Ramsey make people cut up credit cards. It really dawned on me, because if you don't know how to manage money, if you can't manage your money, you're not going to manage somebody else's money. You're not going to manage credit. So I have to say that it really dawned on me why Dave Ramsey tell people to cut up your credit cards, stuff your envelopes with cash, and when you have to spend that physical cash and not swipe or plastic cards, then you will see how your money is flowing out and you don't have money management. And it'll be reality to you what you're spending. And you won't do it subconsciously. Because no way when we're entering, look, big screen televisions. Some people are getting used vehicles for their child's graduating high school. And the kids don't even have anywhere to drive, really. But to the grocery stores and whatever convenient, whatever is open. Why? And schools don't even know the future of schools in August. You don't know if the online learning is going to continue. So why are you going out buying new used cars right now with no place to go, but within your inner circle, within your city or state? And someone tried to tell me, well, maybe they need it for essential travel. And if that's the case, that's fine. Especially, I don't mean any harm. You know, my daughter has a car, but she's an essential employee. So she needs it for her job and transportation. So I'm not against, but let me tell you, my daughter graduated high school this year and she didn't have a job for essential travel. And we didn't know what her future of college would look like in August. I definitely would not go into debt to finance a car. And so I saw someone that do credit repair, and they were still posting the pictures of someone by a BMW and say, hey, look I got my credit score. I was like, you know what? I sent him a message. I said, I wouldn't market my credit repair services like that at this time because that's pure ignorance. If you know what's ahead, look, people, we have the highest unemployment rate since the Great Depression. If that doesn't speak volumes for you, I don't know what does. Some people are saying that we might be out of this 18 months. Some people are saying 3 years. I don't know. But what I can tell you is that it's going to get a lot uglier before it looks better. That I do know. So back to these unemployment checks that some of my essential workers are upset about because they're saying, hey, how can a person with unemployment receive $600 a week plus the state? I said, listen, don't ask for a layoff so you can get that. That's the worst thing you want to do. Oh, my friend girl said swimming pools. I know they're not buying. Well, I guess they say the kids are bored. They're trying to buy something for the kids to have recreation, I guess. But I said, don't request a layoff unless you know that job is not coming back, right? To get unemployment, because number one, you're going to file a 1099-G form on that. You're going to have to pay taxes on that. Yeah, you're going to have to pay taxes on state and federal. And we've been quarantined here for 1.5 months now. Things are now opening up more soon. I don't see how it would be years for any more. How it would be years? What do you mean small things are opening up? Yeah, straight talk, no chaser. We need to have credit and cocktails conversation Friday night, don't we? Just have a little fun while we live. Credit and cocktails. Y'all go get you some cocktails. We'll really get it straight then, no chaser. So just know those people are going to, look, the feds give you nothing for free. Nothing. Not even in stimulus. Nothing for free. So that's $600 that fed and state, and people that are accustomed to getting $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 tax return, they won't get it 2021. They won't. So I hope for these next 13 weeks, if they are getting, because some people saying they're still not receiving the $600. I had one lady in Texas that told me she is. I haven't heard of anybody in Mississippi receiving it. Well, yeah, one person commented on my Facebook that his brother from Mississippi was receiving it. So what you could do is you can ask for an adjustment of your taxes to come out for that as you're getting it, so you won't be taxed heavily on it. I think it could be up to 10%, and that will help you. We do the same here as you did in the U.S., hoarding toilet paper. Where are you from? You're not from the U.S., huh? Sheraton? I hope I didn't mess your name. Hoarding toilet paper for starters, then food, then most stuff closed. But it passed here. I guess it will be there. So where are you from? Benjamin Clark, the Fed will get their money back through an increase of all taxes and through inflation over time. So, yeah, they do offer a 10% adjustment. That's true. But you know, some people won't take that, Ariel. Some people gonna want it now. They said, I don't care about my tax in 2021. But just know, that's why I'm telling people you need to get a home-based business, because while your kids at home and your electrical bills, Reggie, I will not hit you up, honey. I don't chase people. People chase me. My chasing days are over with. Let me say that. Y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all said y'all want it straight tonight, no chase. I have to put my stylist down for Reggie. Reggie, I love you, But have you ever watched The Founder by McDonald's? Now you say LOL, Reggie. The Founder. And the founder, he was going and chasing people to open McDonald's franchise. He was going and selling it and traveling the roads and knocking on doors. And one day he went home to his wife, his then wife, and she said, "Hey, I got this nice young couple. They're out of some state." And he said, "Honey, forget that." When he said, "I'm not chasing people anymore. They're chasing me." That's when he revamped his business to have them to lease the real estate from him, right? And he found out that the money was in real estate. Another great investment coming up. So Reggie, I don't answer unknown phone calls. I don't even respond to messages that ask me, "This is my number, give me a call." If your credit score is in trouble, you need to chase me. And I'm just sorry, because I have paid the price. It's blessings, blessings, blessings. It is too many people out here that get great credit results for me to be knocking on anybody's doors or answering unknown phone calls or to be chasing people, especially during these times. I just had my girl 𝒞𝓄𝓃𝓃𝓄𝓃 on. She said she went from a 673 to a 740 in less than 30 days with me. I don't chase anymore. Peace and blessings to you. All right, so unemployment checks. You can ask for that 10% fee coming out. Just know you're going to be taxed on it, so spend wisely. And check your loans. Make sure they haven't been sold to a mortgage broker. If not, FHA loans won't require a lump sum, but other loans are. Bitcoin is great. And home-based business is, you need a recession-proof home-based business, right? 𝒞𝓄𝓃𝓃𝓃 said she emailed me like crazy. Yeah, she was determined. I tell people, you're going to get the same response to me from an email or a text as you would. You're not going to get any response from me if you just pick up the phone and call. And this is why, if I wasn't a person who went live either every day or every 2 or 3 days, and it had been months since I did a video, and you found my number and you just wanted to call me, then I could understand. You said, "Look, I don't know if this lady is going on live. I don't know if she's still doing credit, because let me tell you, if my Bitcoin and real estate hit, the queen of credit is going to be somewhere. If I could, get enough silver, somewhere relaxed." Now, when you don't see me going live every week or every 2 or 3 months, you might want to pick up that phone and say, "Let me just see if this number I found floating around on the internet or what a friend gave me is still even on or valid." But just randomly picking up the phone, calling someone before you sent them an email, and that's not good business etiquette, people. Not when I've watched some old videos, and the people may not did a video in 2 or 3 years, and at the description, they'll have their phone number, right? And I said, "Well, let me see if this person still is offering their services." And I will just pick up the phone and call. Oftentimes, they don't answer either, because it could be a Google phone number. It could be But if they would have answered the phone and called, I would have made a quick conversation. Say, "Hey, I'm glad you accepted my call. I just wanted a quick conversation with you to see if you still offer these services. I watch your YouTube video. I want to be in contact with you. And yes, ma'am, this is what's the procedure." I stopped answering phone calls because people would call me and keep me on the phone over 5 or 10 minutes about their distress situation or how they're trying to help a friend, and it was all questions I couldn't answer over the phone call anyway. And then I found out, over every person I gave my time to on the phone, only 1 out of 10 actually followed through with the services. So it was an unproductive waste of time for me. And time is money. Time is money. So real quick, I went over Bitcoin. This is the biggest transfer of wealth, people. Let me go over this. I'm not on my webcam, so it's going to show backwards probably. So I just read it to you. The average income for home-based business, these are my stats. $37,000 a year. You want to look at a home-based business that require minimum startup investment. You determine your success in a home-based business. Let me say that you can get all the mentor and all the things that I can provide to you. But at the end of the day, this is your business. And as Les Brown says, you got to be hungry. Right? You have got to be hungry. You have got to want it to work. You got to listen in to the live calls. You got to tune in to the Zoom training. You got to watch how people market the business MWR once you join, and just follow what they do. Right? It's not hard. Just play copycat. Look how they market. Look what they post on their timeline. Right? Except me, because I do it marketing a whole different way. I get into politics, I get into credit, I get into Bible. So you probably don't want to follow me, but that's just who I am, right? It's productive for unemployment. You have to select the right home-based business. You have to have a recession-proof, unique product, and that's why I promote MWR, because it gives people more money out of their paycheck, right? It gives them more money out of their paycheck. You upload your 2 recent check stubs. You have IRS professionals that do that for you. And if you need help for your previous 3 years taxes, because you can always amend 3 years back into your taxes, they will help with that as well, right? So, and they have credit restoration services. Now, someone asked me, I have 3 collections, how long would it take? I said, well, with them, it might take up to 3 months. Because just know, any credit services, when you pay month to month, the best interest is to handle things on a month to month and not to get it done, quickly, because they want to continue your membership payment. Now, I'm not saying it won't get off or it'll take a long time, but what I am saying is I decided to invest in that business because there are some people that can't afford my lump sum payment to get the quick results that I give. And now I have a plan B for them. You can pay less. It may take more time, but it's more affordable. And so can you. You need to know how many clients you need to reach your goal. With this home-based business MWR, if you get 3 people to be financial directors as you have chosen, it's free. That's another thing about a home-based business that you don't hear a lot about is the services. However, I was on a team that I recruited. I can't tell you how many people I recruited, and I still had to pay that monthly subscription. It was well over 30 people. Not the case with here. You get 3 people to be financial directors, or you can get 7 customers, people that just want to be customers and not build a business. All right, let me answer this last question. I'm in a situation, I was cut to 0 hours for 2 weeks. I received 2 weeks of unemployment following our rehire or going back and forth. My job said, we decided to pay you for the last 2 weeks. Now I have unemployment and my normal check. I have not touched the unemployment because once my job reports their earnings to the 3rd quarter, I'm sure unemployment will take their money back. What do you advise? I don't want to owe unemployment. Are you getting the stimulus from the federal government as well? On that question on Facebook, I'm sorry it took me a while. And then I answer her question. And then we can log off. But let me read that. Damon said, Top Queen. So you're getting the 600 in and the state. Honestly, I just really let it work itself out. I don't know if you had a 10%, but you haven't been on that for too long for it to make a big impact. It's not like you've been on it for 3 weeks like other people have. 13 weeks like others have for it to make a big impact in your taxes or your tax return. So I would do that. And if you feel like you're ever in a position where you might owe back taxes, starting a home-based business would be a good tax shelter for you as well to keep more of that money no matter what you're taxed on. So if you want to do that part-time for home. Let me get into, I don't know if I want to do that. You get home office deductions if you have a home-based business. People will deduct half of utilities, mortgage, real estate, rent, which was so if you have like a small bedroom and all of that. So I won't get into all the deduction. I didn't mean for this to be long, but it's great for that and residual income. So let me read that. Jesus says, Easy said, will you vote for Trump under the current conditions with business gone, unemployment at 26 million, people losing homes and rent due to eviction, 53,000 people in 2 months for a lack of vaccine? Okay, so let's get into the political part. You all might not like this because I know everybody's saying our ancestors, what they fought for. Voting is rigged. That's my opinion of it. It's rigged. It's already in the cards. It's already in the books. Who's going to be the next president? Now, my opinion is, according to The Simpsons, right, there would be a female president. Now, if Joe Biden wins because he selected a female vice president, then I believe that his dementia will get him out of office and within a couple of months, and that's how we will see our first female president. But most people with these health issues are in the Democratic states. But I think it's already in the books. It really doesn't matter. People say these things about Trump, but let me give this to his credit. Except the disinfectant, which I didn't hear how he said that. But Trump, for the most part, is telling you all the truth. You don't want to listen to him. Number one, he told you it's a hoax, right? Number two, he's telling you the media reports fake news. You don't want to listen to that. Number three, he did say UV lighting helps, which is true, because the outer layer of the sun is called corona. I've been telling people since this first broke out that the sunlight helps build vitamin D. He's telling you it's a hoax. He's telling you it's fake news. And he's telling you UV lighting helps. He's telling people the truth. They don't want to listen. Yeah, Trump is playing. Let me tell you something. A man that's a multimillionaire, entrepreneur, and what was the name of his show? You're Fired, who now looks totally incompetent. Joe Biden is playing his part. Both of them are acting like they have dementia. The Democrats and the Republicans, they're playing the same game. They put on a front for you all in public. But the man is telling you all the truth. You're not listening. You all hear Trump. Now, I don't know exactly how he said about the disinfectant, because often I don't even have my television on. I'm doing critic and all that. The Apprentice, thank you. But he's telling you all the truth. You're not listening. You hear him. You don't listen. There have been so many articles that have shown that people have falsified, like the professor, they said died of COVID out of some state, and then they had another screenshot of him that he was in Memphis, he was in Memphis, and it's just, and then I don't mean any harm. I try to be nice, but even people on my Facebook, they post pictures of people that you can see that are somewhat overweight and say, hey, this person diagnosed with your COVID. And I'm like, that person looks like they had other health issues as well, including their weight, So that's my take on it. But hey, great question. When I successfully remove a bill sent to collection, does it get a 1099? If it's a charge off, it would get a 1099-C, a 1099-C. Sometimes, not all the times, right? Sometimes not all the time, because usually how that works is if the credit card or the bank company has written it off for a tax write-off for them. That's how Amazon don't pay taxes as well. And that's why we trying to tell the middle class people and the working class people that if you learn how to save as much as you can, that's 6.2% out of your paycheck through a home-based business, you'll be much better off, right? But so what happens is if they write it off as bad debt, then they're going to stick you with the tax bill, right? If it's a charge off and it's a 1099-C. But if you have an excellent tax professional, that doesn't have to be taxable income for you, right? So that's how that works. Now, some banks like American Express, Bank of America, Capital One, they won't charge your account off. They won't write it off as a loss. They'll play the big game, and they will take you to court if it's over $10,000, and you can get subpoenaed to court. The charge off can still come off your collection, your credit report, but you want to make sure that you are asking for validation, because sometimes the Credit Card Liability Act will protect them and you from taking you to court. If you know the law and the language of doing that. So you have to be careful with American Express, Bank of America, and Capital One. They will take you to court for high amounts and not write it off and just go on about their way. So if you got a charge off and they just wrote it off and send you a 1099-C, that's way better than being subpoenaed to court to pay the bill and getting your check garnished. All right. Yeah, The Apprentice. He was speaking, Benjamin Clark said he was speaking about UV treatment and oxygen treatment. Yeah, because I oxygen treatment all the time. And he was correct on that. A great tax person would take care of that. Benjamin, you are on point again. At Speedy Clippers, you just need 3% if FHA, but also PMI for the life of the loan can't be removed unless you refinance conventional. You're welcome, Jesus. I didn't see Speedy Clippers' question. If you get an FHA loan, do you have to pay 20% down? They're saying it's for conventional loans, so Jesus is right. They're saying it's only for conventional loans, but just double check that. That may have, things are changing daily. So, but I think that's for a conventional loan. But the thing about conventional loan, you don't have to pay the PMI, private mortgage insurance, for the life of the loan. So some people would question, is it really better to have a conventional loan anyway? Because in the long term, actually on an FHA loan, people, you're going to pay about 22% out of pocket versus a conventional that may be 20%. Because by the time you pay the life of the PMI, and even with a 3.5% down, you know, you can't, and thank God when I got my home in 2008, that was not the case. When I got my mortgage to a loan to value ratio, right, they dropped my PMI, but that was not the case. I think after 2011, they made it for the life of the loan. So I got locked in with that. If you are a homeowner, you need to research Velocity Banking, how you can use your credit and credit cards for Velocity Banking. Jesus, you're welcome. I owe $5,000 on my truck. You think Capital One would take $3,500 in a payment to pay it off? A coworker did that in 1 week. Roy, I don't know, but if it works, let me know. I definitely would try to negotiate that. You never know. Everything is negotiable. Do you know the blue book value of your truck right now? Yes, Nadia. Jesus, I always have my back. So, Jesus, you tell Rick, and then I'm signing off, that I came on here because Rick gave me a testimonial to show him. He said he did not think he can garden, and I'm not even going to ask him to send me a donation for that. That's why I get upset too. Sometimes people will tell me things like, well, I've been following you for months. Like they should give them a discount for my service. And I'm saying, well, You the one that benefited from that if you follow me, because I take out my time to get free advice. So why would I give you discounted services? But Rick Jesus, who's from California, gave me a great testimonial today that he's growing avocados. He didn't think he could do that on his land. Avocados and something else. Let me see, can I pull up Rick? It was something else. And okay, here it is. It says, I'm getting his stimulus check on the 29th of April. The bank said, anyway, I'm using some of it on my little farm. Latanya, you suggested that would be a great idea. I have a beautiful big garden full of veggies and great stuff. I'm surprised that I did it so good out here in Mojave Desert. You all have to help me, California. I wish I could send you some stuff. The orange trees, so he got orange trees and avocado plants are going through the roof. Farmers market is opening up in the next town over. Girl, you had the best idea ever. Thanks so much for suggesting it. I have a lot of food now. It's so beautiful. Much love. So Rick gave me that comment when I uploaded my video today. Mojave, is that right? Mojave, you all have to, because I'm gonna be in California a lot when this breezes over. Mojave, is that her right? Jesus, you all have to help a Southern bail out. And so when people, I actually have people say, hey, I've been following you for months. Can you give me a discount? I'm like, that's to your benefit, not mine. It would be a great thing to follow. I follow my channel, I believe, especially if you're needing credit. Jesus said, huh? Let me go back, because on my iPad, the questions go so fast, I have a laptop. Mojave Desert. How much is your monthly service? If you want to get Mojave, got you, Mojave. So Rick usually is on, he's not on. Mojave Desert. Did I get that right? Mojave Desert. If you want to go through my my second partnership business, it'll be $80 a month for credit restoration. Just know it won't be my original work, but it's a company that I highly endorse. So that'll be $80 a month. When I download this video, you'll see it says month-to-month credit repair services for $80. You can click on that link. And I also have the invest in cryptocurrency and altcoins as well. Oh, 𝒞𝓄𝓃, I think you asked me about Chase Business Inc. I think you have it. That's in my description. Apply for your Chase Business cash rewards cards. If you're going to do that, send me an email first, 𝒞𝓃. For how long, Perry B? That's like going to the grocery stores and say, Mojave? Okay. That's like going to the grocery store and telling the cashier, I want a gallon. And the cashier probably will ask you a gallon of what? A gallon of milk, a gallon of juice, a gallon of gas. I can't tell you how long it's going to take to fix your credit when I haven't even looked at it. Right? I can't tell you. That's like going to the doctor and saying, how long, doc? And I say, how long what? How long is it going to take me to get here if I take this medicine? And he doesn't even know, he haven't even given you prescribed you, haven't even gave you evaluation, you know. I don't know why people ask that. How long is it going to take to fix my credit? I hadn't even looked at it. It could be one collection. That's going to take 1 month. But if it's 10, then that can take 10 months. So let me try to answer this. Look at the number of negative counts you have, and then try to estimate it from there. If you have 3 collections and 2 charge-offs, just say 5 months. But I can't tell you that. I'm not doing the work with the month-to-month, so I don't do it. That's why I tell people to invest in the credit analysis with me. YouTube, I need you all to give more thumbs up. It's not enough thumbs up if you haven't already. So I can break that down in the credit analysis and not credit audit. All right. Okay, 𝒲𝑽𝑒𝓇𝓾𝓒 said they might not understand the credit process. Okay, I got you. Perry B, what's the link to what? Well, so if they don't understand the credit process, 𝒲𝑽𝑒𝓇𝓾𝓒, you're right. With me, I can't tell you with my partnership business when it's month to month, but with me, use your credit audit is in 2 to 3 days, and then you get your analysis back, and then within 2 to 3 days, usually 24 hours, I get started right away. Once you scan and email me your notarized information, that I'll let you know what it is, what it looks like once you invest in a credit audit. With my business company from month to month, I can't tell you. I can't tell you. I can tell you it's no refund, and they will not give you a timeline either until they know the condition of your credit. But they do good work. How fast they do it, I can't tell you, because I'm not doing the work with them. But they do the work. I can't tell you how fast. So Jesus says, I'm happy for Rick because I remember a couple months ago he was having a hard time with his income. Now he fixed his credit and got him set. He did. I was kind of hard on Rick for a while, because Rick would always come on my YouTubes, and he was just what he said, I'm on limited income. I'm a disabled vet, and I kind of put on the coaching mode with Rick sometimes. I said, Rick, I'm tired of you coming on here complaining. What are you going to do about it? What action are you going to take? You can make excuses, right? But you can't make money and excuses. You can't make both. And if you want to better your life, it's going to take that extra mile. It's going to take that extra effort. So then I turned into Coach Deloach on Rick. I had to be a coach. You all know I coach girls basketball, right? And first time for the vets, yeah. And he was like, I'm on limited income. And then one day Rick told me, he said, well, I do have land. I'm like, land in California? Do you know you're not sitting on a gold mine? I'm like, why don't you farm that land? Why don't you, So he's not here, but hopefully, I can we can get him on if I upgrade my Zoom or whatever, and to do an interview with him. I never seen him face to face. Yeah, Coach Deloach on the road tonight, honey. I'm getting slam dunks. I'm shooting fadeaways. I'm pulling up behind the 3. All right, hey y'all. This is that Southern accent came out then that Mississippi, that y'all. But listen, I had fun tonight. Let me log off. Y'all really made my day. I enjoy talking to you all when I have a you all make that Mississippi accent come out every now and then. But I really had just a day of just tiring, and you all have given me some joy. 𝒲𝑽𝓇𝓾𝓒, I'm proud to have helped you go from a 673 to a 740. I am quick, and that's why I have to take out time sometimes it'll take me 2 days sometimes to just do nothing behind credit. That's why I can't answer random phone calls, right? That's why I can't do that. But hey, love you all. Let me tell you, biggest wealth transfer. I'm going to see you all that follow me on my channel on the other end of this. I'm going to see you on the other end. Just get your credit together. Stop using credit cards to be consumers, to buy things. Start using them to invest, right? See you next live stream. Stop getting in debt and start using credit to invest. Hey, you all have a great night.